Hey guys, welcome back. So, just as Netflix and online video streaming completely revolutionized how we consume our media, could this now be the year where game streaming, and I mean cloud-based game streaming, becomes a serious contender in the gaming market? Well, as you can see on the screen guys, we've got some Dirt Rally 2.0 playing, but that's actually not my Xbox, that's running on my Nvidia Shield. I mean, watch what happens when I press the home key. And we're back to the familiar Nvidia home screen. So in this video today, let's talk about Microsoft Project xCloud, how you can also get it running on your Nvidia Shield or really any of the compatible Android devices. We'll take a look at the registration process. I'll also show you how you can pair your Nvidia Shield controller or your Xbox One controller or really any other Bluetooth controller you have, how you can pair that onto Project xCloud. And of course, we'll end up with some gameplay to see exactly what you can expect with Project xCloud. And a quick disclaimer here guys, this is a very early preview and you are capped at 720p as this is supposed to be designed for cell phones, but I've got it running on my Nvidia Shield. I still think it looks fantastic, which is why I want to share it with you. So with all of that being said, let's get started. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, the latest Fire Stick, Android and Android TV tips and tricks, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's a small click from you, but it makes a big difference to me. Thank you. Okay, so just for clarification, I'm running this on the latest Nvidia Shield TV Pro and my device is running Shield TV version 8.1.1. Let's press the home key. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to download the APK from our website, which is going to be the latest version of this beta release. We'll then jump onto my computer and I'll show you the exact steps you need to follow to complete the registration process. And the registration process is totally free and it will give you access to about 50 games. And they really have got some fantastic games in that library guys. So everything from Halo to Forza to Tomb Raider, Gears of War, Destiny 2, some really good games guys. Okay, so to get the latest version of the xCloud streaming APK, if you go over to Downloader, and inside Downloader, let's navigate to my website, which is http://bit.ly/tduk, that's me, and the number's 2019. Let's type that in and let's click on Go. So once the page has reloaded with JavaScript enabled, we should now be able to click on that hamburger menu. Let's click on that and let's go down to tutorials. And the first tutorial in the list will be a dedicated tutorial on how you can get Project xCloud working on your Nvidia Shield or really any of the supported Android devices. And at the top of that tutorial, you will see a link to download the latest version of the APK. So let's click on that now. And here you can see it's xCloud preview. Let's scroll down a bit more. And here is the green download button. Let's click on that. And this will download the APK directly onto your device. Let's give that a second. And click on install. Now one key thing here guys is even though when you do install this, you're not going to see it on your home screen. So if I click on done, let's go back to the home screen. You can see it's not in the list guys. So we'll have to use the sideload launcher to actually access this application. So let me start that up. So this is a free application available on the Play Store and it will show you all of the third-party content that you've installed on your device. So if I click on that, and here we can see the application guys. So it's called Game Streaming and it is from Microsoft. But before we open it, let's go and look at the registration process. So this is the website you need to go to complete the registration and I will leave a link in the video description. We can see it tells you we're going to be streaming games from the cloud. And in case you're wondering how this all works, well, if you just imagine that in Microsoft data centers, they basically got custom designed blade servers which contain actual Xbox One. So there's no kind of emulation happening here. When you are playing your games, those games are being played on actual Xbox Ones. It's just a video of that game that's being streamed through the internet onto your cell phone or your device or wherever you're playing these games. And similarly, when you are pressing those buttons, those keystrokes are being sent from your controller onto your device, then from the device through the internet onto the Microsoft data centers, then into that Xbox. So naturally there will be some element of input lag, but it'll be interesting to see exactly how much. Let's scroll further down. And this is the key thing we want guys, how to participate. So they're saying make sure you got a compatible cell phone, make sure you got an Xbox controller. Now I've actually tested this with the standard Nvidia Shield game controller and it worked absolutely fine. I've also used an Xbox One controller over Bluetooth, but I'm actually using it right now using a wire just to try and minimize any kind of input lag. And it says make sure you have at least 10 megabits of internet and I've got about 70. Okay, so what you want to do here is scroll to the bottom and click on register now. Let's click on that. You now have to sign on using a Microsoft account. So if you don't have one of these, you can actually create a new account, get the account created, then you can then enroll into the XCloud beta, and it takes about 3 days for them to send you the welcome message. As soon as you got that welcome message, you can jump back onto your device and you're ready for cloud gaming. So let's jump back onto my Shield now. Okay, so once again, so I'm using the standard Xbox One controller, which I've plugged in over USB, just to try and minimize any input lag. Okay, let's now open up the app. As we saw there, guys, some of the screens will look in horizontal mode just because this has been designed for a cell phone. But once you actually start your games, they'll be displayed properly. Okay, so here we can see, guys, we do have a very nice, a very large library of free games that we can play. You've got some great games like Destiny 2, you've got Devil May Cry, you've got Dirt Rally, there's Forza Horizon 4. So in the interest of variety, I will try and play a couple of different games. So maybe one racing game, one FPS, one platform game, and one something else. So I think let's start with a fighting game just to kick things off. So I did see Tekken here before, so here we go. So we got Tekken 7. Let's click on that. Okay, let's click on play. Okay, so the streaming process is now in action. So somewhere in the Microsoft Data Center, that game is now being loaded. It says it's setting up your stream. And just while you're waiting, guys, if you are enjoying this kind of content, if you want to see me doing more testing of these kind of games, of cloud gaming, or just generally any kind of tech content, then please do take a minute to hit that like button and also think about subscribing, because that really is the best way to help out my channel. Thanks. So far it's been about maybe 25-30 seconds before the game starts. And once again, guys, we are going to be capped at 720p because that's basically the restriction they've put on there, as this is currently designed only for cell phones. And also you have to appreciate that this is a 720p stream that's going into my capture card, which is then being sent into my video editor, which is then going to be processed and uploaded into YouTube. So I'm expecting compression and artifacts and so on and so forth. Alright, so press any button. Alright, so let's go for offline game, arcade battle. Oh, you can see some of the pixelation there already. Let's see what the actual gameplay is like. Okay, let's go for Akuma. Oh, so I'm actually doing this over 5 GHz Wi-Fi, but I would always recommend going for a wired, hardwired connection if you can, just to give you that more consistent performance. Okay, great, so I'm fighting a giant panda. Let's hope I don't lose. Okay, so far I'm able to do the moves I would normally do. I can see obviously a lot of pixelation, as you guys can probably see as well. The actual gameplay itself seems fine, and tdoctoruk just getting perfects like it's no big deal. Alright, let's try some more moves. Alright, great. Okay. Damn it. Now you have to appreciate this is an early preview, so you are expected to see, you know, crashes and pixelation and artifacts. But I mean, something that's totally free at the moment, and hopefully can only really get better. It's looking pretty good so far, or it's playing pretty good so far, should I say? Okay, let's try the career mode.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 50, 6 left 30, turn square right. Into 3 left long, opens of a crest. Into 5 right long, tightens 2. Opens of a crest. Into 3 left long, opens of a crest. Into 5 right long, tightens 2. Opens of a crest.
Alright, driving okay at the moment. Just as he crashes.
Into 5 right. Into 4 left, don't cut. Into 3 right, tightens.
Okay, I can see some pixelation like when the sort of dirt goes up, but other than that it seems to be fairly okay. Again, the input lag is not too bad. I'm able to control the car fairly okay. Oh, just a big screen refresh there. Let's change the view. Let's go for this one. Something a bit more immersive.
3 left long tightens. 30.
Okay, let's change the view again. Alright, let's get the bonnet.
Crest. A jump.
But playing alright, guys. This one's running fairly well. Let's do an amazing turn before we go to the next game. Alright, as he just capsized. Alright, but fairly good. And guys, please do leave me a comment below out of the 50 games that you can see in the list, if there's any particular game you would like me to try for an upcoming video. Who would have thought I'd be playing Halo on my Nvidia Shield through Project XCloud? Okay, let's see what that's like. Alright, take that. So playable, yes, because it is a great game, but obviously graphically it's looking not the best with all the pixelation and the sort of slow screen refreshes. But input lag wise, it's definitely playable, guys. I'm not noticing any kind of massive lag which is preventing me, controlling Master Chief. I seem to be able to move around and do the stuff I need to do. Okay, let's try this game here. Not bad. I'm getting pretty good at this. As he says that. Okay, this one actually is playing alright. Because again, so this game doesn't seem to be as pixelated as some of the previous ones, but I guess it depends on the kind of content that's on the screen. Some of the FPSs, because there's so many moving parts, I guess it has difficulties keeping up or trying to quickly download or stream that data. But here really it's just the two main characters at the front. We can see it's doing a lot better job though. Okay, let's try some Shadow Warrior 2.
Oh man, if you guys get any more ugly, I'm gonna have to start killing you blindfolded.
So clearly you can see I'm a keyboard and mouse player. I don't really normally play FPSs with the controller, but it seems to be playing right, guys. We can see obviously every like 15 seconds or so, or 20 seconds, it does seem to kind of like slow down to refresh the screen, or you can see that line that kind of like refreshes the screen, but other than that, it seems to be okay. Parry melee attacks with X, I guess try that. I don't know if that worked there, but okay, so what do I think of Project XCloud? Well, I think there's definitely a lot of potential there, and Microsoft have done a good job getting this early preview out so soon, and at the same time giving us access to nearly 50 games for free. So definitely a big thumbs up for that. Now at the same time, as we saw, there's definitely a lot of work that needs doing to sort the pixelation, some of the artifacts and compression, but I'm hoping that can be fixed before this service actually goes live, and I'll be very interested to see what kind of price point they come at. But the way I see it, guys, game streaming is definitely here to stay, and this year could be the big year for it. We have Google Stadia, we have GeForce Now, we have Project XCloud, there's also Shadow, which I've also reviewed before. So these big companies are really doubling down because they do feel like game streaming is the future, and I think if they can sort out some of these, you know, initial teething problems, then they may actually be onto something. But that's what I think anyway, and I'll be interested to hear what you guys think. So do let me know if you think game streaming is the future, or do you think it's just a fad like 3D TVs? So do leave me a comment below, let me know what you think. Please do like and share this video, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.